Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, I want you to think about one simple idea. What if one person could change everything? Most people believe they need a large team, a lot of money, or great power to make a difference. But history tells a different story. Many of the biggest changes in the world began with one person. One idea, one decision, one act of courage, one soul who refused to give up. The truth is simple. You do not need to be famous to make an impact. You do not need to be powerful to create change. Sometimes all it takes is one person willing to take the first step. In this video, we will explore 7 powerful lessons about the power of one and how a single person can create extraordinary change. So, let's begin. Lesson 1. One decision can change your life. Many people believe that life changes because of big events. They think success comes from one lucky day. They think failure comes from one bad day, but the truth is often much simpler. Life changes because of decisions. Every day we make choices. Some choices seem small. Some choices seem unimportant. But over time, those choices shape our future. The truth is simple. One decision can change your entire life. Think about it. A student decides to study instead of wasting time. A person decides to start exercising. Someone decides to read books every day. Someone decides to learn a new skill. At first, these decisions may look small, but months later, years later, those small decisions create big results. This is the power of one decision. A powerful lesson is this: your future begins with a choice. Many people wait for the perfect moment. They wait for motivation. They wait for confidence. They wait for life to become easier. But successful people often start before they feel ready. They make a decision, then they take action, and action creates progress. Imagine a person standing at a crossroads. One road leads to growth. The other road leads to staying the same. The choice they make today may determine where they are 5 years from now. Life works exactly like that. Every decision moves you in a direction. A valuable truth is this: small decisions matter. Many people ignore small choices because they seem unimportant. But success is built from small choices. Choosing to wake up earlier. Choosing to learn instead of complain. Choosing to save money instead of wasting it. Choosing to stay positive during difficult times. These choices may seem small, but repeated every day, they become powerful. Another important lesson is this: one good decision can start a new chapter. Many successful people can look back and identify one decision that changed everything. The decision to start, the decision to believe in themselves, the decision to continue when others quit, the decision to take responsibility for their life. That single choice created a different future. The same is true for you. You may be only one decision away from a better life. A powerful truth is this: you do not need to change everything today. You only need to make one good decision, one step forward, one positive action, one improvement. That is how progress begins. Many people become overwhelmed because they think they must change their entire life overnight. But real change usually starts with one simple choice, and then another, and then another. Over time, those choices create a completely different life. Do not let fear make your decisions. Many people know what they should do, but fear stops them. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of making mistakes. Because of fear, they stay where they are. But growth begins when you choose courage instead of fear. Courage does not mean you are not afraid. It means you move forward even when you are afraid. That one decision can change everything. Remember this carefully. Your life is the result of the choices you make, and your future is being created by the decisions you make today. So choose wisely. Choose growth. Choose learning. Choose courage. Choose action. Because one decision can change a day, one decision can change a year, and one decision can change your entire life. That is the power of one. Lesson 2. One person can inspire millions. Many people think they are too small to make a difference. They think, I am just one person. What can I do? How can I change anything? But history teaches us something important. One person can inspire millions. One person can start a movement. One person can give hope to countless people. The truth is simple. You never know how many lives you can touch. A single kind word can encourage someone who is struggling. A single act of kindness can change someone's day. A single example of courage can inspire others to be brave. This is how influence works. It often starts with one person. Think about great leaders, teachers, inventors, and role models. They all started as ordinary people. They were not born famous. They were not born powerful. They were simply people who decided to take action. Their actions inspired others, and those people inspired even more people. A powerful lesson is this. You do not need a large audience to make an impact. Many people believe they need millions of followers to inspire others. That is not true. You can inspire your family. You can inspire your friends. You can inspire your community. You can inspire one person, and sometimes inspiring one person is enough to create a chain reaction. Imagine throwing a small stone into a lake. The stone is small, but the ripples spread far beyond the place where it landed. Your actions work the same way. A valuable truth is this. People learn more from what you do than from what you say. You can tell people to work hard, but when they see you working hard, they become inspired. You can tell people to stay positive, but when they see you staying positive during difficult times, they learn a powerful lesson. Your example has influence. Your behavior has influence. Your attitude has influence. This is why living with purpose is so important. Another important lesson is this. You never know who is watching you. Many people underestimate their influence. They think nobody notices, but someone is always learning from your actions. A younger brother, a younger sister, a friend, a coworker, a student, a child. People often watch how you handle challenges, how you treat others, how you respond to difficulties, and they learn from what they see. A powerful truth is this. Inspiration starts with one person who refuses to quit. Many great stories began with someone who kept going when things became difficult. They faced failure. They faced rejection. They faced obstacles. But they continued moving forward. Their determination inspired others. Their courage inspired others. And eventually, their influence spread far beyond what they imagined. This can happen in your life too. Another valuable lesson is this: do not wait to become important before making a difference. Many people think I will help others when I become successful. I will inspire others when I have more money. I will make a difference later. But influence starts now. Kindness starts now. Leadership starts now. Inspiration starts now. You do not need perfect circumstances to positively impact someone else's life. Remember this carefully. One person can inspire a family. One person can inspire a community. One person can inspire a nation. And one person can inspire millions. Never underestimate your ability to influence others. Never underestimate the power of your example, because one life filled with courage, kindness, and purpose can create a ripple effect that reaches far beyond what you can see. That is the power of one person. Lesson 3. Small actions create big impact. Many people believe that they must do something huge to make a difference. They think they need a lot of money. They think they need a lot of power. They think they need a special talent. Because of this, they often do nothing. But the truth is very different. Big changes often begin with very small actions. The truth is simple. Small actions may look unimportant today, but they can create powerful results tomorrow. Think about a seed. A seed is very small. You can hold it in your hand. It does not look powerful, but if you plant it, water it, and give it time, it can become a huge tree. The same thing happens in life. Small actions grow. Small actions spread. Small actions create change. A powerful lesson is this: never underestimate a small good action. Helping one person may not seem like a big thing. Encouraging one person may not seem important. Teaching one lesson may seem small, but you never know how far that action will travel. The person you help today may help many others tomorrow. The person you encourage today may achieve something great in the future. This is how small actions create a big impact. Another important lesson is this: success is built one step at a time. Many people want instant success. They want fast results. They want big achievements immediately. But life usually does not work that way. A successful business starts with one customer. A strong friendship starts with one conversation. A healthy body starts with one workout. A better life starts with one good decision. Everything big begins small. A valuable truth is this: small actions repeated every day become powerful habits. Reading 10 pages may not seem like much. Learning one new word may seem small. Saving a little money may seem unimportant. But if you do these things every day, the results become amazing. Small daily actions create big, long-term results. This is why consistency is so powerful. Another powerful lesson is this: you do not need to change the whole world. Many people feel discouraged because the problems around them seem too big. They think, what difference can one person make? But you do not have to change the whole world. You can change one life. You can help one person. You can improve one situation. And sometimes that is enough to start something much bigger. Every great movement in history started with one action, one idea, one person, one step. Another valuable truth is this: kindness is a small action with huge power. A smile, a kind word, a helping hand, a few minutes of your time. These things cost very little, but they can mean everything to someone who is struggling. You may forget your act of kindness, but the other person may remember it for years. This is why small actions matter. A powerful lesson is this: do not wait for the perfect moment. Many people wait. They wait until they have more money. They wait until they have more confidence. They wait until everything is perfect. But perfect moments rarely come. The best time to take a positive action is now. The smallest step forward is better than standing still. Remember this carefully. Great things do not always begin with great actions. They often begin with small actions done with a great heart. One kind word, one good decision, one helpful action, one step forward. These small actions may not look powerful today, but over time they can change lives, inspire people, and create a future far greater than you ever imagined. That is the power of small actions. Lesson 4. Never underestimate your influence. Many people believe they are ordinary. They think they are not important. They think they do not have enough power to make a difference. Because of this, they often underestimate themselves. But the truth is simple. Every person has influence. Whether you realize it or not, your actions affect other people every day. The way you speak, the way you act, the way you treat others, the way you handle problems. People notice these things, and sometimes they learn from them. A powerful lesson is this: you do not need to be famous to influence people. Many people think only celebrities, leaders, or rich people have influence. That is not true. A parent can influence a child. A teacher can influence a student. A friend can influence a friend. A brother can influence a sister. A kind person can influence a stranger. Influence happens everywhere, every day, sometimes without you even knowing it. Another important lesson is this: your example is stronger than your words. You can tell people to work hard, but if they see you working hard, your example becomes much more powerful. You can tell people to stay positive, but if they see you staying positive during difficult times, they learn something valuable. People often watch what you do more than they listen to what you say. That is why your actions matter so much. A valuable truth is this: one good example can change someone's life. A student may become successful because a teacher believed in them. A child may become confident because a parent encouraged them. A person may refuse to quit because a friend supported them. Small moments can have a huge impact. Many life-changing experiences begin with one person who chose to help, encourage, or inspire someone else. Another powerful lesson is this: the way you treat people matters. People may forget many things, but they often remember how you made them feel. A kind word can stay in someone's mind for years. A moment of respect can build confidence. A moment of encouragement can give someone hope. This is why kindness is so powerful. You never know what someone is going through, Your positive attitude may be exactly what they need. Another important truth is this: influence spreads. When you help someone, that person may help someone else. When you inspire someone, they may inspire others. When you show kindness, that kindness can continue spreading. This is like dropping a small stone into a lake. The stone is small, but the ripples travel far beyond where it landed. Your influence works the same way. A powerful lesson is this: never think your actions do not matter. Every day you are creating an example. The question is, what kind of example are you creating? Are you showing courage? Are you showing kindness? Are you showing honesty? Are you showing determination? The answers to these questions shape your influence. Another valuable truth is this: you do not need perfect circumstances to make a difference. Many people wait. They say, I will help others when I become successful. I will inspire others when I have more money. I will make a difference later. But influence starts now, right where you are, with what you have, using the opportunities already in front of you. Remember this carefully. You are more influential than you think. Your words matter. Your actions matter. Your attitude matters. Your example matters. Never underestimate the impact you can have on another person's life, because one encouraging word can create hope. One kind action can create change, and one person can inspire more people than they ever imagined. That is the power of influence, and that is the power of one. Lesson 5. Courage begins with one step. Many people want a better life. They want success. They want happiness. They want to achieve their dreams. But there is one thing that often stops them. It is fear. Fear of failure. Fear of rejection. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of what other people might think. Because of fear, many people stay exactly where they are. They keep waiting for the perfect moment. They keep waiting to feel confident. They keep waiting to feel ready. But the truth is simple. Courage does not begin when fear disappears. Courage begins when you take one step forward, despite your fear. A powerful lesson is this: every great journey starts with one step. No one becomes successful overnight. No one reaches a big goal in a single day. Everything starts small. A person who writes a book starts with one page. A person who builds a business starts with one idea. A person who learns English starts with one word. A person who changes their life starts with one decision. Big achievements are simply many small steps put together. Another important lesson is this: you do not need to see the whole path. Many people refuse to start because they cannot see the entire journey. They want every answer before taking action. They want certainty before moving forward. But life rarely works that way. Often, you only need to see the next step. Take that step. Then take the next one. And then the next one. As you move forward, the path becomes clearer. A valuable truth is this: confidence comes from action. Many people think confidence comes first. They believe they must feel confident before they begin, but confidence usually comes after action. The more you try, the more you learn. The more you learn, the more confident you become. The people you admire were not born confident. They became confident because they kept taking action. Another powerful lesson is this: failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Many successful people failed many times before achieving their goals. They made mistakes. They faced disappointment. They experienced setbacks. But they kept moving forward. Every mistake taught them something. Every setback made them stronger, and every step brought them closer to success. A valuable truth is this: fear becomes smaller when you face it. When you avoid fear, it often grows. It becomes bigger in your mind. But when you take action, fear begins to lose its power. You realize that you are stronger than you thought. You realize that challenges can be handled. You realize that growth happens outside your comfort zone. This is why courage is so important. Another important lesson is this: one brave decision can change everything. Many life-changing stories begin with a single moment. A person decides to start. A person decides to believe in themselves. A person decides to try one more time. A person decides not to quit. That one decision creates a new future. The same can happen in your life. You may be one courageous step away from a completely different future. A powerful truth is this: the biggest risk is often doing nothing. Many people think taking action is risky, but staying the same can be even riskier. Years can pass very quickly. Dreams can remain unfinished. Opportunities can disappear. This is why action matters. Even small action is better than no action. Remember this carefully. You do not need to be fearless. You only need to be brave enough to take the next step. One step forward. One good decision. One act of courage. That is how success begins. That is how lives change. And that is how ordinary people achieve extraordinary things. Because courage does not begin with a giant leap. Courage begins with one step, and that is the power of one. Lesson 6. One voice can change the world. Many people believe that their voice does not matter. They think, I am only one person. No one will listen to me. I cannot make a difference. Because of this, they stay silent. They hide their ideas. They keep their thoughts to themselves. They're afraid to speak up. But the truth is simple. One voice can change a life. One voice can inspire a community. And one voice can change the world. History is full of people who started with nothing more than a voice and a message. They were not rich. They were not powerful. They were not famous. But they had the courage to speak. And because they spoke, people listened. A powerful lesson is this: your voice has power. The words you speak can encourage someone. They can give hope to someone who feels lost. They can help someone believe in themselves. Sometimes, one conversation can completely change a person's direction in life. You may never know how much your words mean to someone, but that does not mean they are not important. Another important lesson is this: speak the truth with courage. Many people stay silent because they are afraid of criticism. They worry about what others will think. They worry about being judged. But growth often begins when someone has the courage to speak the truth. Speaking the truth does not mean being rude. It means being honest. It means standing up for what is right. It means expressing your ideas with confidence and respect. A valuable truth is this: great changes often begin with one voice. Before a movement grows, one person speaks. Before a new idea spreads, one person shares it. Before a problem is solved, one person points it out. Every major change starts somewhere, and very often it starts with one person who decides not to stay silent. Another powerful lesson is this: use your voice to build people up. Words can be used in two ways. They can destroy or they can build. They can create fear or they can create hope. They can spread negativity or they can spread encouragement. Choose your words carefully. Use your voice to help people. Use your voice to teach. Use your voice to inspire. Use your voice to bring light into someone's life. Another important truth is this: you do not need a microphone to have influence. Many people think influence only belongs to public speakers or famous people. That is not true. You influence people every day, at home, at work, at school, with your friends, with your family. Every conversation is an opportunity to make a positive impact. A powerful lesson is this: do not underestimate the power of one sentence. One sentence can give someone confidence. One sentence can give someone hope. One sentence can motivate someone to keep going. One sentence can stay in someone's heart for years. Never think your words are too small to matter. Sometimes the smallest words have the greatest impact. Another valuable truth is this: the world needs more positive voices. There is already enough negativity, enough complaining, enough criticism. Be a voice that encourages. Be a voice that inspires. Be a voice that helps people believe in themselves. When you do that, you become a source of strength for others. Remember this carefully. You do not need to be famous to make a difference. You do not need millions of followers. You do not need a position of power. You only need the courage to use your voice wisely. Speak with honesty. Speak with kindness. Speak with purpose. Because one voice can inspire thousands. One voice can create change. And one voice can change the world. That is the power of one. Lesson 7. Be the one who makes a difference. As we come to the final lesson, there is one important truth you should remember. You do not have to be rich, famous, or powerful to make a difference. You simply have to be willing. Many people spend their lives waiting for someone else to take action. They wait for someone else to solve the problem. They wait for someone else to lead. They wait for someone else to create change. But the truth is simple. Every positive change begins when one person decides to act. That one person could be you. A powerful lesson is this: do not wait for the perfect time. Many people have good ideas. Many people have dreams. Many people want to help others. But they keep waiting. They wait until they have more money. They wait until they have more experience. They wait until they feel more confident. And because they keep waiting, nothing changes. The perfect time rarely comes. The best time to do something good is often right now. Another important lesson is this: Small actions can change lives. You do not need to do something huge. You do not need to change the whole world. You only need to make a positive difference where you are. Help someone who is struggling. Encourage someone who feels discouraged. Teach someone what you know. Listen to someone who needs support. These actions may seem small, but they can have a powerful impact. A valuable truth is this: the world becomes better when ordinary people do extraordinary things. Most heroes do not look like heroes. Most leaders do not start as leaders. Most successful people begin as ordinary people who make one important decision. They decide to take action. They decide to care. They decide to make a difference. That decision changes everything. Another powerful lesson is this: your life is your message. People watch how you live. They watch how you treat others. They watch how you respond to challenges. They watch how you handle success and failure. Whether you realize it or not, your life teaches lessons every day. Make sure those lessons are positive. Make sure your example inspires others. Another important truth is this: one person can start a chain reaction. Imagine helping one person today. That person may help someone else tomorrow. Then that person may help someone else. The impact continues growing. One act of kindness can reach people you will never meet. One act of courage can inspire people you will never know. This is how change spreads. It starts with one person. A powerful lesson is this: believe that your actions matter. Many people think their efforts are too small. They think they cannot make a difference. But every great achievement started small. Every great movement started small. Every great success started small. Never underestimate what can happen when one person chooses to act. Another valuable truth is this: the most important person who needs your example may be closer than you think. It could be your child, your friend, your brother, your sister, your coworker, your neighbor. Someone is watching your actions. Someone is learning from your example. Someone may find hope because of the way you live your life. Remember this carefully. You do not need to change the entire world. You only need to make your part of the world better. Be kind. Be brave. Be honest. Be helpful. Be the person who takes action when others hesitate. Because one person can inspire many. One person can create change. One person can make a difference. And that one person could be you. That is the true power of one. Never forget this. One person can make a difference. One decision can change a life. One act of kindness can inspire hope. One voice can create change. And one soul is enough to change everything. Do not underestimate yourself. Do not underestimate your influence. The world may be changed by people working together, but it often begins with one person who chooses to take the first step. Be that person. Be the one who inspires. Be the one who helps. Be the one who makes a difference. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. I'll see you in the next video.